the chair up again? Some way, somehow. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time once again for some Fire Esports. I was about to say Overwatch because we were just talking about Rocket League. The game's already started. We're going.
You just said I was about to say Overwatch because we were just talking about Rocket League.
No, we were just talking about Overwatch.
Well, hey everybody, I'm Austin, and with me as always is Finn. And the game started a little bit. We didn't really get our little pre-warm-up, but we are playing the Rams, probably not the Los Angeles Rams.
The Ryerson Rams.
But the Ryerson Rams, is that right?
The Ryerson.
Ryerson, okay.
It's like Rye, but it's
right.
The son of Rye.
And Finn, I learned a really good lesson. Ooh, as the Rams are going to be quick to score. Will Power is going to go challenge that corner a little bit, but ooh, and that was maybe a miss by Yanni there.
Yeah,
but I learned an important lesson just a little while ago, and it's don't have a mint with your mask on.
Oh, that sounds awful.
I have not done that because like the waft of the mint goes in your eyes and up your nose, and it's just so strong.
Oh,
but Yanni going to be quick to return.
Yeah. Oh, folks, if you're just tuning in and you're like, what's going on? Why are we shooting the game? I didn't get to see who's who. It's all right. We have SEU in the blue, and we have Ryerson in the orange.
Yes.
And I'm getting a phone call.
SEU is the one with 1 point, if that clears anything up.
Yeah. So much.
And now it does, because I'm not quite sure what happened there. Just honestly, right out of the gate, really sloppy defense from SEU.
Will wasn't able to get back.
Will wasn't able to get back, but honestly, that was just an unfortunate kickoff. And, you know, we heard the same thing from Will just Tuesday, is that SEU has had a lot of unfortunate kickoffs, not just Tuesday night, but just overall. And that is no exception. Luckily, this one is not going to end the same way the last one did. But it will start off with the Rams getting the ball.
They do indeed. You know, we're already only 45 seconds in with 3 goals on the board. This has been a back-and-forth match already, with just team gets a goal really quick, the other team gets a goal even faster, and then faster. And now we see the game finally kind of getting a little bit of footing and toning it down a bit and waiting.
Absolutely, but I will tell you, as a pass to JT,
Ooh.
I'm not sure if that was a fake or if...
Because Ball of Money was there, and they would have just hit it back, so I'm good.
Anyway, either way, though, if you're like me, this should be an exciting night, because I'm not much for defensive Rocket League. It's about the offense for me and putting points on the board, and based on the way this first few minutes of the night has gone, I think that's exactly what we're going to see.
No, I agree with you, Austin. This seems like both teams are just
Oh, wow! Will Power! I'm getting everything on my wish list tonight. Aerial shots, points on the board, mints in my mouth.
I thought that was something you didn't want.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting used to it at this point. But anyway, a very nice move by Will. And, you know, whenever you go for those aerials, I feel like everyone kind of just takes a breath. Because, ooh, that was a little bit of a weird angle. But nevertheless, useless, able to prove himself useful in that one. But, yeah, I feel like whenever you have the aerial shot, I'm always just kind of like, how's it going to look? It's a little weird. We don't see that many aerial shots from the players from SEU, but we did see one from Will.
We did indeed, and you know what? Those aerial shots, I think, are going to be a big thing. And we kind of talked about that on Tuesday, how aerial shots need to be more prominent from both of our teams here, and we're kind of starting to see that a bit more.
Right. Oh, man, and that was almost a score for the Rams. They had an opportunity.
Yeah, but, you know, sometimes opportunities do pass you by, and in this case, it will be the opportunity of the goal passing by for the Rams. It's going to be SU gaining control.
JTSM gets by a man.
Wait a sec.
Will, is he going to be able to help him out?
I feel like he should have gone a bit faster.
Yeah. I think JTSM definitely had an opportunity there. I think he was a little bit... He kind of... You know, it's like my parents always say when I'm going out, like, to the store or something, don't dilly-dally. I feel like he was kind of dilly-dallying to the goal over there. And Will was in a position to help him get maybe a nudge on the defender, but not able to get a goal. And this time it's going to be the Rams who return the favor and knock one in.
They do indeed. And, you know, Jason's going to be feeling that one for sure. So the Rams are up 1 point. This one's been really close. You know, when
neck and neck.
We saw the game on Tuesday, it was...
What a pass!
That was beautiful. Look at this. Let's take a look at this. So Ball of Money hits it up, and then it's going to be useless aerials.
Wow, I love that.
Back to ball.
And useless aerials not living up to his name, as that was a pretty nice pass if I do say so myself.
He's living up to the back half of his name.
Aerials.
You know, we'll give him that. just aerial over there. But ball might give a hit in the ball over. Jason is there to receive it, and Way is going to find his way over to the ball.
And Useless Area is going for another one, and he'll get it. And you had both defenders sort of split there. Neither one of them able to get back to the goal. Yeah, you had Will.
Position.
He was positioning to go into the goalkeeper rotation, but he didn't do it fast enough. I just think they weren't ready for the ball to come right back at them.
No, I agree. They thought Yanni had total control of the ball there, and then Ariel just showed up and said, hey, you know what? What if I hit the ball in? And that's what...
Ooh, I thought he hit it in for a second.
Yeah, I was a little confused.
I'm not sure if you look back on that last goal, I'm not sure if that's a comms problem or if that is a execution problem.
I would say that was an execution problem. And the reason I say that is Yanni was in a position to hit down the court, and then all of a sudden, hey, guys, the ball's back on our side of the field. And that was the problem, and they were like, oh, shoot, we are not in position to do that. So I wouldn't say it was comms, because they were on the communication level of what was supposed to happen.
And Useless Aerials had a chance at it, but it looked like there was a defender there.
Yeah,
but this time Useless Area, and that was a miss, if I called it right.
Didn't give it enough force there to get it into the goal, and now it's going to be
Will
SU
maybe going for another aerial, and that was a thing of beauty, but luckily 2 defenders for the Rams in there.
Yeah, and I got to say, the Rams, now that they're 3 goals up, have started to slow down their offensive end. Have you noticed
Just a little
that?
bit.
They've been taking more controlled hits on the ball. For example, that was very controlled. It was a pass over, and yeah, it was too high, but they were just trying to control the ball.
Right. You know, I would agree with you, but I also think if they have hit some of their last few shots, there would be a few more points on the board. I don't think it's 5-2 because their offense slowed down intentionally. I think it's more just been they've had more opportunities, they just have missed them.
I can definitely see what you're saying there, Austin.
I think you look at that last one, Ariel had a shot, it was too high. But I also see there definitely is a little bit more careful playing.
And now as we hit the 20-second mark, it's looking pretty dire for SEU in this situation here. They got 14 seconds to make a big play of 3 goals.
And that's a little bit of what I'm talking about there.
I feel like that was on purpose, though.
Possibly.
I feel like they're just kind of toying with them at this point. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But ball is up 1 second on the clock, and as soon as it touches the ground...
it always does that. It tricks me. It, taps just the corner of it. And then I'm just like, oh, is it on the ground?
This isn't technically the ground.
But yeah.
But yeah, first game going to Ryerson.
And you know what? You know what the difference is? The difference is the passing game. You know, you're seeing a really active passing game from the Ryerson Rams. They're just always on point with passing it back, especially Useless Aerials with a few beauties. And on the other side of SCU, I mean, their first goal, Yanni chipped it in, but with Will, it was more just him taking it himself. I think that SCU definitely going to work on that coordination and passing. As Ryerson, they were in a pretty good spot with most of their balls.
Yeah, for sure. I'd have to agree with you on that, Austin. It seems like, you know, we've talked about many times, right, that passing and teamwork is so important. No, wait, hold on. Can I see that? Here we go. We're going to put that on the PC. It can wear. Okay. But it's so important for a team to be able to work together, and it wasn't funny the first time I saw it, but it's like the second time. But regardless, it is something that the Rams have... You're so there shaking, and I'm not even getting to the point. The Rams have really been pulling together and pulling off some great passes so far in this series, and I'm glad we're getting to see a lot more of that than other matches we've seen.
Right, this is definitely going to be a battle for SCU, as Will going to knock it up with a save.
And oh my goodness.
And Will had the save, but he went just a little bit too high on the save, and he couldn't angle himself. It bounced off, and Way was there. Yeah, Will... Wow.
I gotta say, I feel like SU right there just played it too slow.
I think they did. You know what else I think, though? Maybe I'm just crazy. Call me crazy.
Sure.
But maybe it was intentional, where Ram's saying, let's bop up an easy one to get him to jump, and then after he's in the air, we can chip it in. Maybe that was the mindset. Maybe they were kind of throwing him a bone once he took it, they shot it in. But again, call me crazy.
Oh, Yanni with a bit of a just physical pushing there on the way. But I gotta say, that felt weird for SCU. Like, you hit it over, and I feel like it was obvious that, hey, they're gonna just hit this one back.
Right. I think you are right, though, playing a little bit slow. But SCU right now, for most of this first minute, kind of on the ropes. You know, that there have been several shots on the goal just in these first few seconds, and SCU needs to find a way to play offense and get this ball on the other side of the field.
Yeah, no, they definitely need to.
And here's Yanni going to try to do just that.
It's up on the side. It's going to be hit down. Willpower's going to be there, but Useless Aerial sees the play and denies it, just like Ball of Money did right there. Holy cow. They are reading
what a shot.
the players of
not
SU
what a shot.
like
That was a weird angle.
They are reading the players of SU like a book at this point.
You know, I think you're right.
This.
And you have Yanni a little bit boost starved there. He's going to have to go get some more.
Yeah, but even with the boost starve, what SU needs to do here is they really need to fake out the Rams. Because the Rams have just been meeting them at every single point. And going, oh, you're hitting the ball? We're going to go to where the ball's going, and it's ours now.
And I think these SU players, they need Ball of Money with another great move. But a nice save by Yanni. And that's that kind of quick play style we want to see. But I definitely think, a lot of these players from SCU, once they get the ball, they kind of just have been trying to take it themselves. But you need to remember, you got usually one guy to the side of you, maybe another behind. But needless to say, you have teammates and make the most of those and try to coordinate something. Because like you said, Rams have been reading SCU like a book, so they need to mix it up.
Yeah, no, they definitely do here. They have been playing a pretty standard game for SCU.
And like I said, once again, just on the ropes. Like, just so many shots on goal, and one of these is going to go in, I'm sure of it.
Yeah, already 2.5 minute mark is approaching.
Jason, though?
And SCU. Jason and Willpower trying to pull up, but going to have to back off. It's
and
the
Will
demo.
Is there.
Jason?
Oh, Jason's there.
It's high. It's going to be sent back over to Will. Up,
This
Yanni.
is what SCU wants to see?
Oh, he's too far out.
Sorry, that looked a little funny.
It did. He was kind of like, wait. You ever seen, like, the thing where they're an astronaut in space and they are stuck in gravity and they start flailing their arms?
Right.
That's what that looked like. But
a nice shot.
Oh, it's a little high.
Oh, a little high.
And unfortunately, Way and Useless are going to be there to stop it from getting in.
I love it. Way and Useless are there.
I feel like
I'm like insulting him. Like, oh, Useless is there.
Dude, he's just useless, mate.
Doesn't useless Ariel. Maybe
I was honestly kind of hoping that would go in. So
honestly, kind of hoping he was there.
He's useless, and then he just scores a goal. I was like, look at that, caster curse. But regardless, here it is going to be the Rams in control of the ball once again. The minute 30 mark approaching swiftly here.
And hey, if you got to credit anything to SCU, they have stepped it up a little bit on their defense. They gave up 5 in the last game now with only 1 on the board. Now they just got to get some offense going.
Yeah, and they need to get it going pretty quick here as that 1 minute mark is approaching. Willpower is going to be hanging it over. It's going to be, Yanni!
Oh, what a save by Yanni. That was literally by the tip of his car. He angled it up at just the right moment, but it's not going to matter. Like I said, you have more shots on the goal. Usually that comes down to more goals scored. SCU had been doing a great job handling these barrages, but eventually one of them is going to go in.
Yeah, you know what they say? You can do something as many times, over and over and over again, and eventually it's going to happen. You roll a dice 6 times, you're most likely going to get 6 one of those times.
Right. And something I feel like we don't talk enough about on these Rocket League streams is the concept of boost starving. We talked about how SCU may be playing a little bit slower than we're used to seeing them. Do you think that's a reason for boost starving? Do you think maybe Rams are taking some of these boost packs for them?
Oh, they get one. Yeah, no, I feel like SCU has just been slow, as I said, right? And I feel like this is giving Rams more opportunities to get boost. Because, we have talked about, and we've been noticing that their boost gets low pretty quick in this game. And I feel like they're just not cycling through the boost as well as they should be.
You are very right, Finn. I would have to agree with you there. But with 30 seconds left,
that's nice.
This might be SCU's opportunity. They did get the...
Nice.
Uh-oh. I was a little bit scared right there. But 30 seconds and 1 goal to score. They've
Willpower.
only put up 1 in this time. Rams are going to be able to chip one more in.
They are,
and this is
indeed.
looking very bleak
27.
for the Southeastern University.
Yeah, 27 seconds on the clock here, and SU requires 2 more points to send us to overtime. This is not a spot you want to be in at any point in time when you play Rocket League, but it is not a hopeless situation. That is something I want to emphasize. It's
Right.
still possible for SU to bring this back. 20 seconds now on the clock. It's going to be Jason, the stud muffin, getting a nice save there, but SU's got to get the ball down the field, and they got to get down there now as the time is ticking away. 10 seconds on the clock. If they can keep the ball up, though, they can keep the game rolling. They can keep the dream alive here as ball of money here is
that's
going to
gonna be
be
game,
keeping the ball
probably.
away with useless, and that will be game number 2 to
And
the Rams.
let me tell you, Finn, I feel like I have to agree with you. I feel like there's almost this hesitation for SU when they get the ball, kind of like they're unsure of what they're gonna do. You know, Rocket League is about being fast, not just mechanically, but also critically, being able to know what the plan is, what you're going to do, and it comes with having chemistry with your team, and we have seen SU have that chemistry before, but I think, they are mechanically slow tonight, but I also think just, thinking-wise, they're a little bit slow, too.
No, yeah, I agree. It feels like at this point, and I feel like this happens a lot, when you play any kind of game and you start losing, you start to double-check and question everything you do. You go, shoot, is this the right thing that we do? We're already losing. What if I make another mistake and we start losing more, right? That's the kind of mindset you get into. You second guess yourself, and suddenly it just hurts you more than it helps you.
Exactly. Luckily for SU, is this
Best of 5.
but wait, isn't this Play BS?
Yeah.
But isn't that best of 3? And the
No,
last one
it's best of
isn't
5.
isn't Tuesday night's best of 5?
They're both.
They're both best of 5? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. You're right.
I
thought-
need to fix the.
No, you don't. You don't.
I
I had to think about that one for a second. My apologies. But I think I think the good news is, like I just said, and Wade's game crashed.
Uh-oh.
So we're going to be here for a little bit longer, but like I just
I
said,
think we have to leave.
we will be right back. You want to just put the stream on pause for a second, or
No. We're just gonna. Hold on.
what are we going to do?
We're gonna be back on Facecam, and we're
Oh,
gonna
okay.
go back to the main menu, and we're gonna chill here until we get back in.
Okay. Well, like I said, the good news is it's best of 5. They still have one game. And maybe we want to I was going to say take a second to interview the players, but I think we're waiting until after the game to do that. So
Yeah.
we'll do it afterwards.
It'll just
Who
be
do we
a
want
moment.
to talk to?
Huh?
Who do we want to talk to? Maybe
I
Jason?
think we'll find out after this final game or 2.
Hey,
3.
don't say final game.
I said
you caught yourself. You caught
game
yourself.
or 2.
I was gonna say it's
Or
never over
3.
until it's over. So don't say final game, because you never know what secrets the night is going to hold. And I think tonight.
Yeah.
hold
This
some
could
good
definitely be a reverse sweep from SU. They're just going to need to step on it a little bit, They gotta go, you know what, guys? It's fine. It's okay. We don't need to second guess ourselves.
reverse
we just
sweep
need to keep going.
Sounds like a janitor with dyslexia.
Why would that be dyslexia?
Because isn't that where you reverse your thing? Not reverse, but isn't that where
That's just where you mix up your letters.
mix
and
up
your
letters?
words and-
Right. So
So,
reverse.
no,
I'm just kidding.
Those kinds of jokes are like things where you take a word and you just change a few letters.
Oh, okay.
That's a dick.
That's my apologies. I didn't know that. Okay.
My grandpa likes making those.
Oh, okay.
Because he is. Just dick suck. I can't even say it now. Dyslexic.
Anyway,
This is why you're.
This is why you don't
give me
let-
that hat.
This
I
is-
deserve it.
this is why you don't let us improv.
This is why you don't listen.
We're not improvers. We are casters.
Okay. I mean,
Because we literally have a word for word script right in front of us that I'm reading right now. Anyway,
Wait, was that in the
no. Yeah, that was scripted. I thought that was.
all of these are
Let's
scripted?
just talk about this though, Finn.
Yeah, no.
What do you think?
I mean,
Let's
the
watch this real
Rams
fast.
already winning the kickoff here.
That's the thing, though,
And-
is we've talked about this. So many of these games, they just have these unfavorable kickoffs. What do you think the reason is for that?
I think a lot of it is the other team, especially you'll know.
I know it's the other
kickoffs-
team because it's the right. Yeah.
The kickoffs get worse after the first game, right? And the reason for that is the opponents start to realize, hey, this is how they like to play their kickoffs, so we're going to play around that, and we're going to take our advantage knowing, hey, this is probably what they're going to do. Let's go ahead and make a kickoff that works against them and gives us the advantage.
Okay.
That's all you
No,
got.
I know.
Okay.
I
No,
understand
yeah,
what you're
because
saying.
the thing about Rocket League, right, is you watch your opponents and how they play. It's hard because you're trying to focus on how you play too. But if you watch your opponent, you can realize, hey, this is how they like to play, and this is how we can play against that, and we can take the victory.
Right, and as you were talking, you do see Will and Jason bumping into each other a little bit. We're kind of just attributing to that disjointed feel that they've had tonight.
Yeah, Stud Muffin is going to be demoed here. As Way goes for a bit of a fake, and it's gonna work.
And I can't help but wonder if
take a look at Way here though. Look at that, beautiful. Did you see that?
I did see that, but like I was saying, I can't help but wonder if the lack of success for SU tonight has been not being able to play with Will last week. Because I know all of these players mechanically are very talented, but like I said, missing that chemistry and maybe playing with Jacob instead of Will last week sort of disrupted that chemistry. But I don't know.
Don't know if I would say that.
Not last week, but just Tuesday.
I don't think I'd say that. Because since then the team has had plenty of time to play with each other again. So I feel like the chemistry.
Did they have practice Wednesday?
Never left. No.
Oh, and there's a shot by Will.
There you go.
And it was a good shot, not necessarily the type of, passing coordination play we'd like to see. That was more just a rare hole in the defense that Will was able to find. Mm-hmm. A good play, but again, SU got to change up the style of their offense if they want to get in this game.
Yeah, no, I'm honestly surprised because of what we've seen throughout this series so far. It's rather surprising to see the Rams leave the gate.
Right, I agree with that.
Right, and yet we're seeing it here as Yanni gets demoed. Now the Rams have the advantage, and willpower though. They're gonna play aggressive. Yanni came up for the ball, but unfortunately was not there in time to get it. Willpower's gonna keep it up and in the air over on the side.
Indefinite. And what a nice
wait
bomb!
A minute!
What a nice bomb!
Look at that!
And that's the coordination. You say, okay, I have a guy in my way. Can you move him over? Will says yes.
Wow.
Ram and ball of money out of the way.
I'm not going to lie to you. I thought Useless Ariel was waiting in the back there, and that's why Ball of Money was waiting. But obviously that was not the case.
And that was a great play by SEU, and that's what it comes down to, just coordinating. Hey, let's get this boop. Let's get this demo. Give me a shot. Give me an opening. And once you have that opening, you take it. And they had it there. It's going to be 1-2. SU, I think, with the first lead they have had all night long.
Yeah, it is the first lead they have had all night long. And you know what? With about
Will
2 minutes left,
bullying
it's
Ball
a
of
good
Money
time to
right
have
now.
it. Yeah, Useless Ariel is going to be heading up into the air here. Jason is going to be a little bit high to get that ball.
It's a little scary.
It will be Will and Yoni helping to secure the defense here. It's over in the corner. Ball of Money's there. It's tapped up by Will Power. Useless Ariel and Way are kind of waiting around now, but it will be Useless who sends the ball over. It's going to be Ball of Money hitting it just a bit too high.
Oh,
and
no!
Jason, it's going to be Yanni with the save, though.
And I'm telling you, I took a deep breath, and I can guarantee you the players on SU did too during that sequence. And that's a rare missed opportunity by the Rams. They had a shot, weren't able to tie it up. But let's talk about this as the ball goes back to the Rams side of the field. This time of possession has been drastically different between the first two games.
I feel like, so the first,
it's going to be a tie. Continue what you're saying.
No, gosh dang it, players, you interrupted me. But I was going to say, like,
I know, right? Like, why do we even have to watch these guys? Can't we just, talk?
Yeah, we'll just talk. Just do a podcast. That's basically what Coco and Casters is supposed to be.
Continue.
Regardless, though, what I was going to say is the first game was kind of the Rams caught SU off guard a bit, and how well they played is what I would say happened in terms of on SU's side where they were losing. The second game, they were just down that they had lost by 3 points in the first game, and that kind of hurt their mental state, and that's why they played so slow. This game has become SU going, you know what, no. It doesn't matter. We can do this. We got this. It's easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Let's play Rocket League, and that's what we've been seeing this third game.
Useless aerials reminds me a lot of another tag that is very familiar to me, garbage time. I gotta say.
Really? Isn't he that Overwatch player?
He is, I don't see him very much anymore because he's kind of a big deal.
I see.
He really just jumped onto the Overwatch scene out of nowhere. And he's been playing strong ever since.
I heard he flexes between tank and DPS.
That's something he does. I think he prefers DPS. It's a little bit more fun, but between you and me, I think he's way better at tank.
But Austin, nobody cares about garbage time right now because it's Willpower who's gonna be scoring a goal here.
Finn, you asked about garbage time.
Well, I was waiting for an opportunity to make a joke of and you know what, Austin? None of us really care. But what we do care about is Rocket League.
Sad now.
And then Will
okay.
scored a goal. But you can catch Garbage Time and the rest of the gang Monday nights with Overwatch. Like I said, the rest of the gang there, it's an old.
The rest of the gang.
TV. It's
Garbage Time and the rest of the gang. It sounds like a Disney Channel advertisement.
Exactly. Garbage Time and the rest of the gang are about to find out the true meaning of
Christmas.
sharing or something, or Christmas, what have you. Some kid show.
Right now we're just waiting for this ball to drop, just like most of the time I wait for Finn to stop talking so I can get a sentence in. I'm just kidding, Finn. It's great having you here. But nevertheless, SEU going to secure their first win of the night. And honestly, I think it did come down to time of possession.
Mm-hmm. No, I definitely agree with you there. It really felt like SEU just was able to keep the ball in possession there.
That's an interesting number, too.
That is an interesting number, actually.
I'm pointing over if you can't see the screen.
It's on this right now.
Ryerson did have 10 shots on the goal, SU only having 3. And like I said, usually more shots on the goal will translate to more points, but not now. And I want to give credit to SU's defense, and I think you can, but also you did have a lot of missed opportunities. You saw that one where everyone was kind of just like, oh, this one's going, it bounces up, it's there for a while. One Ryerson player misses it, the other Ryerson player isn't able to get there in time. I think shots on the goal, they usually do translate to points, but I think this time it was a combination of great defensive playing by SEU and also just missed opportunities.
Why did my card change?
What do you mean?
Do you see that? It's Yanni's card.
I guess you're a veteran, Finn.
No, the pigeon.
That's what I'm saying. I guess you're a veteran.
I'm a veteran. Of
Thank
Rocket
you for your
League.
service. In Rocket League.
Yeah, in Rocket
Thank
League.
you for your Rocket League service.
I played in the RLCS qualifiers once, actually.
Really?
I did.
Interesting. How was that?
We lost.
Who's we?
Me and a couple friends.
Oh.
I played Rocket League. Still play Rocket League, but.
Are you a keyboard mouse player? Or are
I
you
am a
an
keyboard mouse player, which I know is taboo, but I do it anyway because I can. Funny story with that, really quick. The other teams for the first round did not show up for every other team except us. We were the only ones that played in the first round.
That's funny. Oh, Willpower's going to score. I'm going
Nope,
to say
it will be blocked by Wade.
Sorry, I just was like, I'm not ready for the first score of the game already, so let me just curse it real quick with the captain's curse.
Counterspell. Playing a mono blue deck.
What are we doing? Playing League over here?
No, we're playing Magic the Gathering, which got a new set
and
today.
I don't play either of them in a nice save by Jay.
Dude, Magic the
Jason
Gathering got a new
Sedmuffin.
set of cards today. I'm excited.
I noticed that.
It's a school, Strixhaven.
We should play sometime.
I'll teach you. I'm gonna bring my cards next semester.
Why didn't you bring them this time?
Because I didn't think to. I forgot.
Oh, okay.
But I'll bring them. Regardless, though, it is going to be the ball now in possession of SU. Then back over to the Rams.
JT,
the
can he
goal.
get there? Yes, he can.
Jason is there to
Not
say Willpower
actually,
with the demo.
Not quite sure if. Ooh.
Oh,
Whoa, what?
oh,
Jason, the
what?
stud muffin. Able
Showing
to get a
off
save
why
there.
he's
Already
the stud
2
muffin.
nice saves
Yanni.
in this opening. A nice move by Willpower there, too.
He's like Spider-Man.
I know, right?
Come down from
Spider
the
car.
ceiling.
Spider car. Does whatever the spider
does.
can. Car can.
I'm assuming he can drive.
Ooh, and useless. Another opportunity for a shot there on an open net.
Mm-hmm.
If you saw that.
I did, but it will be SU pushing the ball back over to the orange side of the field here. That's a nice shot, even though
Very
it was
nice
blocked.
shot.
I
As
gotta
Jason
say,
the stud muffin
it's
gonna
just
bob it up.
clean. The fake out. Brought up by useless aerials here. Willpower is going to catch it, though. And Way is going to be sending it up to the crossbar. Jason is going to be looking to get it, but it is going to be balls
clear.
of money hitting it away, or just one ball of money.
Gonna see if he can get a pass over. And
Way is
Yanni
there.
almost there for it.
Just a second too late as Way hits it away. It will be SU hitting the ball back over to the orange side of the field here now.
And this might be the longest time we have gone without a point on the board.
Yeah, I know. This is... I feel like both teams now have really found their groove.
They've tightened up on the defense.
Exactly. They've really gone, oh, shoot, like, we got to take this seriously.
And honestly, I feel like that's been a lot of the first Rocket games of the night where everyone, not just sloppiness, but I also think it's feeling your opponent out. Finding their tendencies, because once you're able to find their tendencies, you can adapt to them. But they will get a few points on the board while you're figuring those out. And I think that might be the first of a lot of Rocket League games, and almost a shot there by Will Power, a good defensive play.
Oh, wait. I was going to say, if they can get there in time, that's free. But unfortunately, they could not.
It's free? Dog water?
Oh my goodness. Why did that become a term?
Freer than Costco free samples?
Do we have Costco in Florida?
Freer than newspapers? Yeah, we do. They're very rare, but there's one like 30 minutes away from here. What's another thing that's free?
I didn't know that.
Freer than lake water? Freer than fish in the sea?
No, but I meant dog water specifically.
Freer than dog water?
Like, why did dog water
You're literally dog water? You're free? You're so free? He's one. Reloading. Popping a chug.
I think you're on a different game.
Reboot van?
You're on a different game there, buddy.
Sorry.
We're on Rocket League.
I went down a journey. I went down a path of which you could not follow.
No, I cannot. Regardless, though, this game has been... Like, this has been... You ever see a game of checkers where the person's like, I have to move a piece?
So I'll move like the one just like to the
one
left.
That's way in the back so that it can't be affected, and then the other person moves their piece that's way in the back.
And then on the next turn, they each move the same piece back.
Yep.
You know what it feels like? It feels like when each player just has a king left.
That's a stalemate. That just ends the game.
Or like each player has like 2 kings or whatever.
2 kings?
Or 2 queens.
Have
2 kings.
Chess?
No, checkers I'm talking about.
Oh, yes, duh. My bad. I'm thinking, when you say king, I immediately think of chess.
I understand.
I'm playing more chess.
Oh
my goodness!
What a shot! We both weren't saying anything because we're like, oh, that's gonna hit the top.
I know, we were both watching it like.
Yanni bops it up, and wow, you can't put it in a better play.
Oh my goodness!
And I don't even think that the Rams thought that was gonna go in.
That did not look like it was going to go in, but here we are.
But another unfavorable kickoff by SCU. This is a chance for the Rams. Can they do anything with it? 30 seconds remaining
on the clock, and
and
we talked about it's not over until we play
gonna get
at most 3 more games, and it looks like we might be going to that 5th game after all. Look at this.
You said it, a reverse sweep, and it's looking like we are awful close to getting there.
10-second mark has been hit. 5, 4.
They'll have one more chance. Can they do anything? Will Power's gonna bop it up.
Yanni hits it.
Yanni gets it as far away as possible, and there you go. SCU taking this to Game 5 against all odds.
Look at that. Magnificent.
1-0. Once again, Ryerson beating them on shots on goal, but it does not matter. SCU going to take the lead and tie up the set.
They will indeed, and holy cow. Austin, I don't even know what to say at this point. Like the fact that we're going to a game number 5 from what seemed like such an upward battle for SCU here, is great.
Let me tell you, Finn, my personal role model, Miley Cyrus, once said it's always going to be an uphill battle. You know, and I think Rocket League is no different. You know, to life. It is going to be an uphill battle. Well, no, there's no hills, but it's going to be
There is a ceiling.
It's going to be an up-ceiling battle, Finn. And that's what it's going to come down to. So we do have SCU winning these next 2 games, but remember, the night's not over. They still have one more. They still have one more game if they want to win this. And this, I'm telling you, Rams are going to be coming out of it just determined to win, as SCU is.
Yeah, no, I agree with you there, Austin. This is it. This is Game 5. This is for all the marbles.
But, Finn, SCU does have the momentum. I'll give them that.
They do have the momentum, and we've talked about that before when Uncle Mo comes to town on the reverse sweep.
In a favorable kickoff.
You go into the last game with a higher mental state, and that gets you a serious advantage. And that's Like, look at this. Already, they're winning the kickoff. It will be Rams taking the possession here after the kickoff. And Yanni's waiting in goal, preparing for it here, but Willpower is going to be picking it up. Useless is going to be hitting it away, though. And Yanni and Jason just kind of waiting back here for the ball. Here comes Jason out of the net. And it's going to be hit back over. Yanni is going to get that.
Ooh. Did anyone get a license plate on that car? Because
oh boy.
that was so fast I couldn't even see it.
Wow. It's a hit and run. You made that joke on Tuesday.
No, because that one wasn't a hit and run because he didn't hit him. He just zipped by him. He was speeding.
He's speeding.
Ooh.
Alright, regardless though, the ball is going to be hit back over to SU's side of the field here. But
Nice clear by Jason.
Hits it away and gets a demo onto way.
I've really been impressed by Jason's playing tonight. He's made a lot of really great saves. And just defensively especially. I know he hasn't done a ton on offense, but he has been a difference maker tonight.
No, I could definitely agree with you there, Austin. And it feels like overall, no one player has been the standout. I will say that everyone's done something.
I would agree with
to
that.
keep the game in motion for both teams.
Wow,
involved.
Jason in there making a really nice play.
For sure. And look, Wade coming up over. It's going to be...
That's a
I was
score.
about to say, there it is.
Useless aerials. And let me
Getting
tell
it
you, I know you just said everybody's been making plays tonight, but if anyone has for the Rams, it has been Useless Aerials. He's done a lot for his team.
He has indeed, but it's also been thanks to his team that he's been able to make those plays. It's always been some kind of pass or maybe a fake or a demo or a shove out of the way that has been the deciding factor in each and every single one of the goals that we have seen tonight. But regardless,
Shot by Jason.
the ball
Just going
is
to be
on the orange
passed
side.
off.
They have
Yanni's
right
going to
over
pass
here.
it over. Jason's
Jason.
there. Going to be blocked.
Yep, just kind of a shot.
Yep,
you know,
doesn't hurt just to try.
casual. He's like, aha, can you block this? And they're like, yeah.
Yeah,
And
we
he's
can.
Like, yeah, I know.
Yeah, we're fine.
It's fine. Doesn't matter.
Yanni, and that was a little bit
Oh,
scary for SCU,
that's
but
nice.
what a shot!
Oh,
And it's going to go in! And I'm not quite sure the hesitation on that save, if I'm being completely honest.
There's a way. There you go.
You can see when there's a will, there's a way. But look at the you couldn't see it, but you and I both saw there was some hesitation from Useless there, right?
there's a will, there's a way.
It's a free one.
It's
Ethan,
free.
did you
It's
say
freer
that?
than Costco samples.
It's freer than a cup of water.
No, a cup of water isn't free. You got to pay the water bill.
Have you ever been to Disney and you go, I just want a cup of water? They give it to you.
Finn,
for
I've
free.
been to restaurants and I say I just want a cup of water. I did that last night when we went out to get hibachi.
Yeah. And it was free.
Well, yes, but it
For
was
you.
I had to order food.
Right.
Okay, let's just focus on the game at hand. We have 2 minutes left, and
2 minutes.
I think Ethan put it best when he goes, when there's a will, there's a way. And Will is playing tonight, which means that there is a way for them to win.
I think there's always a way, regardless of if you have...
When there's a
someone-
Jason, when there's a way. When there's a Yanni, there's a way.
When there's an Austin, there's a way.
When there's a Finn, there's a way. You know, every
just
one of
keeps
us.
going.
And ooh, that was a
Oh.
very strange sequence of events.
That was... Yeah. Anyways, ball's up in the right corner on
Didn't
the orange
see
side of the
anything.
court here. SEU has control, but again, the Rams are good about gaining control back if SEU does not pressure in these moments. And now SEU is beginning to lay on the pressure here. It's going to be sent over to Yanni. It's just going to be a light tap there.
I like
Gonna
that.
Be gaining control. Way is going to be trying to hit it away from him. It's hard because we say Way. But regardless, it will be SEU looking to just keep up their defense here. And to be honest with you, I think we're going to see the next score within around 25 seconds, I would say.
We'll see if you're right. I think it goes to overtime. You want to shake on it?
You want to shake on it? Sure.
25 seconds or
a
overtime?
gentleman's-
Well, to call it 25 seconds now,
25
just
seconds.
because.
Oh, from now? Okay. Look at that. It was in my 25 seconds from minute 10. Look at that.
Useless aerials, proving me wrong.
The best part, too, is I was like, it's probably going to be the Rams. And my reasoning for that is that whenever SU has gotten the ball over to the orange side of the field, they haven't been pressuring. And so that means the Rams are able to gain control of the ball every single time.
Very
And
favorable
eventually,
kickoff for
as we
SEU.
talked about before, They will eventually get that ball
Oh,
in
nice
the
hit
goal.
by Will, and Jason is there to see if he can bump the goalie out of the way, but no, this is going to be a free one.
Dang, what? I don't know what happened. SCU here.
Here's the thing, okay? I play Madden, so I sort of understand this concept. When you go down, especially on a big play, you kind of want to get it all back at once, and you play a little bit too aggressive for your own good. SCU had time. They had a full minute to get that point back, but they just kind of played it too aggressive. They said, here, we have a favorable kickoff. Let's all go out there. Maybe that's not what they said, but that's what they all did, and it was too aggressive for their own good. They were able to get a free one and add that to the total. And what has become a really close game in the beginning is now going to end the same way it started, with a borderline blowout.
Jesus, it was in control, and all of a sudden the control was gone. 3 points up, 30 seconds on the clock. SCU has got to make a play, and they got to make it.
I think it's
now.
because we've been saying all night long, when there's a Will, there's a way. When there's a Jason, there's a way. None of us have said when
there's a way, there's a way.
No, well, yes, but also I was gonna say useless aerials, but I like yours better. So none of us have said when there's a way, there's a way. So I think you gotta forget the other team probably thinking the exact same thing.
Yeah, and unfortunately,
I'm gonna go get a player to interview while you do the wrap up.
Okay. The ball is down, and Ryerson Rams take the set. They take the match 3-2. A close set here from our teams, in a fantastic match to watch, that's for sure. But my goodness, it has been fun. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I believe we have none other than Willpower coming on over.
Will, I don't know if you heard the comms, but I don't know if you heard the comms.
I was a little busy.
I don't know if you heard the cast, but we did. There was a new thing. Ethan brought it up. Sort of our theme was when there's a will, there's a way.
Hey, I like it.
You came back this game. How do you feel that went? Obviously, you guys started down and you guys did fight back. Obviously, didn't end with the desired result, but just tell us your thoughts on that last.
I'm really proud of our effort today. We really did a good job of coming back. I think in the first two games we were still just trying to figure out what we're trying to do, try to get it done on offense and on defense. We were struggling on both a little bit, and I think for us the big difference maker really was our passing on the offense, and I think on defense the same thing was true.
Right.
And I think once we got some offensive confidence, we got confident on defense as well.
Right.
It's a very, very good point. And we don't have a heck of a lot of time before our next game, so we'll kind of leave the interview short just so you get some time to kind of relax, cool off, warm up for the next game.
What's your favorite movie?
Favorite movie?
I was thinking about leaving it off with a question like that.
Probably Back to the Future is my favorite series.
Hey, my man.
Let's go.
Good movie.
I love it. It's great. Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here you've heard it. Back to the Future, Willpower's favorite movie. And unfortunately for SEU, it is a loss for the first game, but don't go anywhere just yet. We'll be tuning off for about 30 minutes, and then we'll be back at 9:15 for game number 2 of the evening. So until then, get a snack, do whatever you got to do, and we'll see you at 9:15.